Thank you very much for participating in the study. Really appreciate you taking the time to help me. My name is Tim Hubbard. I'm a PhD candidate here at the University of Georgia. I'm excited to be introducing this business simulation game to you. Been working on the technology for a while now, and I'm really happy to have you run through it for me. In this business simulation game, you'll take control of a manufacturing company and make decisions about how to run the company as you compete against 5 other people at the universities around the United States that we collaborate with on this project. At this time, you should have received and completed a registration survey. If possible, when you play, I'd appreciate it if you could find a quiet place without distractions to complete the simulation. Also, please remember to turn off your cell phone. The game will take about an hour to complete, and it'll begin at the time that you chose. I want to remind you to please log in on time. The game is synchronized with several people across different places, and so that's very important. Real quick to go through the benefits of playing, we're going to go ahead and, since you're playing, donate $7.50 to the charity that you chose, and you'll automatically be entered to win a $200 Amazon gift card. If you win, that is, you have the highest stock price at the end, another $2.50 to go to that charity that you chose, and you'll have your name entered again into that raffle for the gift card. So you're probably looking at a screen like this, or you've looked at it. We're watching the introduction video on the left side. There is a quiz on the right side that just runs through a couple of quick questions that are important for you to consider while you go and play the simulation. They should be blatantly obvious after you finish this video. There are going to be a few prompts when you start. When the game begins, there'll be a quick survey, and then we're going to ask you to write about some past events that you've experienced. So when writing about these past events, don't worry about spelling or grammar. Just try to write as much as possible about that particular event. You'll need to write at least 200 characters in each box in 2 minutes. And there's a counter for character count and time at the bottom of the dialog box. And at the end of 2 minutes, it's automatically going to cycle you to the next one. So don't worry if you're in the middle of the sentence and it cycles you. It's no big deal. So you're going to be taking control of a manufacturing firm. So think of bicycles, iPhones, cars, etc. You're going to be developing, manufacturing, selling, and supporting those products. And you're going to be competing for customers. You're going to be competing also against 5 other companies that have the same resource base, the same setup. Each team starts exactly in the same position, and you're going to be competing against those other companies for the same customers. You're going to compete over 6 rounds. Each round's going to take 8 minutes to complete. It'll be important to mind the clock. Decisions need to be submitted before the end of the round. That keeps everyone on the same pace, and I'll show you where that timer is here in a second. But let's look at the game real quick. So this is a screen that you should be seeing now. I just wanted to really quickly point out a few things. Here is the start time that you're going to play. You should use Firefox or Chrome. Those are the browsers that are supported. Also, don't use your phone or tablet. And here on the right side is the quiz that I was mentioning. Okay, so when your game starts, I want to point out a few things. So this is the dashboard. It's kind of a high-level summary of everything that's going on. Important things to note, there's a counter up here that shows how long you have until the round ends. So you can see I have 7 minutes and 32 seconds before the round ends. That means I'll need to have submitted my decisions by that time. I'm going to kind of walk around this and give you some information as we go. So first, there's a graph of stock prices. It's not too entertaining when it's the first round because everybody starts with the same $10 stock price. But over time, that will fill out and it'll show your progress compared to the others in terms of stock price. The right side here, there's the company financials. These are just high-level financials about the company. So everybody's public, so you can see all the financials of all the different companies. If you want to see them in more detail, you can click View Financials, and you can see the income statement, balance sheet, and statement of cash flows. Anytime you want to get back to the dashboard, there's a link here, back to dashboard, or here on the left side, you can always click dashboard. We've worked a lot to get a media engine built, and the media engine reports on what you're doing in the other companies. Every company sees the same media, so all of your competitors will see the same media that you see. And in the first round, I provide a little bit of instruction on what are the various decisions. And if you click anywhere, view article, it'll take you to more details about each of the articles so you can read them. You can get to that also here on the left side using the media link. You can always, like I said, get back to the dashboard using that link. You can get to the media here as well. When you've decided to make decisions, there's a button down here, Make Decisions, and this is something you must do before you submit the round. So you have 100 points to allocate, and as you use them, the slider will drop down. You'll have to use all of this points in the slider in order to save and close. So every round you have the same amount, and you have to come in here and check and make sure that you've used all of your resources. So I'm going to go ahead, having chosen that, click Save and Close, and it'll save my decisions, but they're not submitted yet. So then you have to come up to the very top and click Submit Round. Are you sure you want to submit this round? Yes, I do. It will take my decisions and log them. And then there are a few rounds, end of every round, there's also going to be a quick survey. But that's how you make sure that your round is submitted before the time runs out. Before I want to kind of wrap things up, I wanted to go through real quick what each of these investment categories are. So research and development is the work directed towards the innovation, introduction, and improvement of products and processes. High levels of research and development typically associated with innovative and differentiated products. Advertising is marketing communications used to promote or sell something. Higher advertising spend increases the awareness of your products to your customers. Plant upgrades are investments made in improving manufacturing facilities. These investments reduce the cost of production and increase the volume the plant is capable of producing. Sales and support are the money spent on sales force and support teams that sell and service the product you sell. Greater levels of investment are associated with better customer experiences with the company's employees. Mergers and acquisitions are investments in buying or merging with other companies. Rationale is that two companies are worth more together than separate. Mergers and acquisitions are risky, but the payoffs can be great. Inventory is the stock of product that is currently on hand for your customers to purchase. Low levels of inventory run the risk of stockouts where customers try to buy your products but they're unavailable. And I'd recommend you try to develop a cohesive strategy. So strategies can reflect a desire to sell low-cost products or differentiated products or some balance between the two. Like I said, you'll need to use all of the 100 points as you try to implement the strategy you choose. So that's the basic walk around. Did want to show a few important points before you get started. You're going to be competing against 5 other people at the same time. So submitting your decisions on time is critical. Everything's going to be synced up. If you're late, it's not going to let you play. If you forget to submit a round, it's going to stop you. So do keep that in mind. Each round is 8 minutes long, and there is that quiz to the right to complete. And finally, I just want to make sure that I say that good luck. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. My email address is thubbard@uga.edu. Thanks so much.